Uhuru Gardens, Nairobi.
Away from the Mashujaa Day celebrations, controversial lawyer Miguna Miguna is back in the country more than 4 years after he was deported. Now, the plane carrying Miguna landed at the JKIA a few minutes to 6 a.m. this morning, just in time for him to make his way to the Uhuru Gardens, where he was among those who attended this year's main Mashujaa Day celebrations and later a luncheon at State House. Our political affairs reporter David Mudhoka was present at the airport when Miguna arrived.
Thursday morning at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, the stage was already set for the return of deported lawyer Miguna Miguna into the country. Shortly past 6 a.m., Miguna emerged from the international arrivals terminus to a waiting crowd consisting of family, supporters, and political allies. Having had to wait for his return for almost 5 years, the day they wished, hoped, and prayed for was finally here.
What has happened to me should never have happened to anyone else. A Kenyan-born citizen cannot be discarded, removed forcefully from the country, and banished in a foreign land.
Miguna, however, maintained that he will neither forgive nor forget those he believed were responsible for his deportation and prolonged stay in exile, the deportation that has since been declared unconstitutional by the High Court and the Court of Appeal, roped in senior officials in the Uhuru Kenyatta regime.
These guys who behaved with impunity, the goons that were holding state at ransom, will be held to account.
Miguna was first deported in February 2018 after conducting the parallel swearing-in of opposition leader Raila Odinga and his passport seized.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. What? The captain cannot fly.
His attempts to return a month later with an identity card were thwarted at the JKIA, where standoff lasted days and Miguna was finally redeported.
I'm not going. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of your guns. Just kill me.
In January 2020, Miguna announced that he was on his way back to the country, but was yet again blocked with the government, not only citing that the lawyer had denounced his citizenry by applying for dual citizenship under the old constitution, but also issuing red alerts to airlines. A third attempt in November last year was similarly thwarted and Miguna forced to stay in exile. The lawyer, however, breathed a sigh of relief in September this year, shortly after President William Ruto was sworn in, when he received his passport back.
Without this administration, I would not be back home. So I am thanking His Excellency the President, the Deputy President and his administration, and everybody else.
Miguna chose to return on a day when the country celebrates its heroes and heroines, and not only had a front row seat at Uhuru Gardens where the celebrations were held, but also a State House invitation for the celebrations after party.
I can at least now smell the freshness of Kenyan oxygen and freedom. In the words of the president. This is what we wanted, and this is what we got.
Eyes will be on the lawyer's next steps and his newfound camaraderie with President William Ruto, who barely half a decade ago did not see eye to eye with Miguna. After 3 false starts, lawyer Miguna Miguna on Thursday successfully made his journey back to the country, ending a 4-year wait for his return among his family and friends. David Mudhoka, KTN News at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi.
Now, the need for county governments to work in close collaboration with the national government was a key